showing you my new acquisition. I have been trying to get organised because I am so not an organised person, and I've been trying to come up with a system that will work for me to get me organised. Now, I tried stuff on my iPad, on the computer, I tried a little notebook, and none of this is working for me, so I did a little bit of research using YouTube to help me, and I came up with a Filofax planner. Now, the reason I need to get organised is that I've got something planned, and I've been planning it for a while to be a bit of a surprise for you guys. Hopefully it's a nice surprise. So I've got quite a few different things planned, one major thing, and once that's sort of going, I need to be able to be organised with what I'm doing and different parts of that, making sure everything's going to be running okay, that my ideas are in order and that I don't get behind, etc, etc. I've got, for example, as you know with my videos, I've said on a number of occasions, I've got at least 40 videos filmed, and I film very well in advance, and some of those videos I think are like a year ago I filmed them, but I haven't got to edit them yet. I edit them reasonably in order, but then what happens if I'm not careful is that I have to then do some that are out of order because it's the latest trend or it's a video on a review, and I think that it's just a little bit too far behind, so I'd like to get those a little bit more organised, and other bits and pieces, as I say, something that I'm planning, quite a big thing that I'm planning, and that needs to be all organised as well. So I thought that I would get this Filofax, and I've got it all sort of worked out in my head how hopefully it's going to work, so I thought I would share with you my beautiful Filofax that I've purchased. I'm really pleased with it. I'm hoping you're going to be able to see the colour okay, because it always comes up a bit strange on these cameras. You never quite get the colour perfect. I will take a couple of photos, I think, if I can, in the sunlight, and hopefully that will bring up a better show of the colour for you. But anyway, this is how it arrived to me, obviously in its outer packaging, and I got the A5 Finsbury, and I got it in raspberry. It doesn't come in like a box that comes apart anymore apparently, but it does come in this beautiful box that's got this lovely lining on it, and as you can see it's a gorgeous colour. It doesn't look too bad on my camera there. It looks a little bit brighter than it is in life on the camera. It's kind of more darker, more richer in tone. But anyway, let's pop it out and show you. I'm just trying to see if I put a different contrasting background, whether that makes a difference. So it's a beautiful leather, beautiful mottled leather. And again, it looks hugely bright. Okay, so this is the outside. So it's a beautiful leather, and it smells gorgeous, and it's so soft, and all I want to do all the time is do this. Now, apparently it's a bit of a tradition to name your Filofax, it seems, within the Filofax obsessive community. They name their Filofax, and I was saying this to my mum, and she said to me, well, in that case this one is called Fifi, so Fifi it is. I think that was based around the Filofax word, obviously. Anyway, so we open her up, and you've got this gorgeous pocket. You've got a zip pocket this side and a pen holder, which is really nice. Oh, and as I'm moving it around, I can smell the leather. It's beautiful. So this pocket goes in down to there, and my fingers are in this section. And then there's another pocket, and this hand is going underneath this hand, as it were, but with the pocket in between. So you've got all of those pockets, plus you've obviously got credit card holder, ID holder, so lovely zip there, and a pen holder that side, and also a pen holder on this side as well. On the back, if we just flip straight to the back, you've got a pad which sits inside this pocket here, and I'll say another pen holder, so you could take that pad out if you wanted to and use that as a pocket rather than as a pad holder. I quite like that as a pad, you know, just to quickly jot something down. Okay, and then at the front we've got this that I added. This is a Ziploc pocket in kind of a vinyl-y plastic and you just unzip it and you can put all sorts in there. And I was thinking like pens or post-its or whatever, and I'm going to be getting another one of these because I wasn't sure if one would come in with the Filofax, where I got it off Amazon, and it was on half price at the moment because they said apparently it was because it had the 2013 diary in it, so they're selling them off cheaper, but actually it came with the 2014 in it anyway. It actually didn't matter to me because this is a week per 2 pages, a week to view, and I don't want a week to view, I want a page per day, so it wouldn't have made any difference. I was buying an insert anyway, but I wasn't sure if it would come with this because it didn't actually list the contents on Amazon for some reason. So I ordered one because I knew I'd want at least 2, but since there wasn't one in there, I shall order another one. Then you get your clear flyleaf, which I understand a lot of people use as what they call a dashboard. It's very static at the moment. I'm going to use my anti-static bag on it, but it's got this little sticker on it, so I've got to get that off. I tried to peel it off, but it left a horrible sticky mark, so I put it back down for now, and I'll get a bit of white spirit and clean that off. But as I say, they use this as like a dashboard, and they put like a sticky note on it with some notes ready to put in the right place. So you might put something down quickly and then you can put it in the right place in your diary or planner where you want it to be. So then we've got the actual Filofax, and we've got this week on 2 pages. So we've got straight this is all part of that week on 2 pages diary section, and we've got a calendar for 2014 like so. You've got 2013, 2015, and then you've got all your names and addresses and dates of for your own personal information. I don't think I will fill that in. It then does it in different languages as well. So I think most of that will go. We've got the European Union members, again not too interested in worrying about that. International information, so dialing codes, etc. Again, probably won't bother with that. Religious festivals, notable dates, so like bank holidays, Mothering Sunday, etc. Again, probably not bothered about keeping that either. I've got here weights and measures, again probably not bothered about that because I've got on my iPhone a app that does all that for me, just converts it without me having to work it out. And then we've got here temperature guides, so all of this kind of information, sizing guides, etc. So again, that probably will all go. I don't think I'll bother keeping that. Then we've got this Filofax registration, and this is so that if you lose your planner, you get issued this registration number. Somebody can ring up if they find it, and Filofax through that number can find you and will return it to you. So if you don't have any personal information in here because you don't want to put your name and address in, there's still a way of getting it back to you, which is great. That said, I will do it, but this probably won't go anywhere with me. This will stay at my in location with my business or at home, so, or which is both the same. So then we've got all that, and then it starts on the actual diary itself, the diary section, and it's got, as I said, a week on a full page. So you've got like a half page, half column for Saturday, Sunday, and you can see here it's got all the different languages for the days of the week. So this is your foreign version. So that's all of the diary section there. And then we get to the end, there's some notes. That's just part of the diary, again the notes. And then that's another reminder, there's some reminders throughout to order your new insert for next year. Then you get a ruler, that was included, and it says on the top Filofax and today, so that just slots in position of where you want, you know, obviously on the day of the week that you're at, but a lot of people get a second ruler and then they use it for other sections as well. To be honest, I probably would make my own. There's no point being a crafter if we can't make our own, is there? Then there comes some dividers. They've got blank cream dividers, pretty boring, but I thought they might, I could decorate these up. with some nice paper, and I thought that these ones I could use for the telephone section, so you know, separate them alphabetically there, so I thought I could use that for there. And then I was going to make on my silhouette some more dividers using some coloured card for inside other parts of my planner. I keep calling it a diary, but it's more than a diary. Then we've got the to-do, which is going to be really handy, I think. And then you've got loads and loads of note paper to there, all this coloured, which is really fun. And again, once that's gone, I shall probably make my own. A5 is really easy for the UK to make, particularly because it is obviously just half of one of our A4 sheets, whereas I think it's slightly more difficult if you're in the US because it's not absolutely half of anything. Here's your name and addresses papers, which is cool. It just says address and number. I'm not quite sure where you're supposed to put the name. I don't know if it's meant to be up there, but that would be a bit weird. I guess you just put it in there. There's no actual column for a name, which seems a bit strange. And then this came with it as well, which is a 4-pocket, which is meant for like credit cards or business, not credit cards, business cards. I have seen this used for photographs, which is quite a good idea. I don't know what I'm going to use mine for yet. Probably cards, but business cards, but I don't know. And then the final flyleaf. So what I'm going to be doing is, I say, I ordered it at the time, but it was so I made a mistake, and because I ordered the personal size instead of the A5. It appeared to be the A5, but in just tiny letters somewhere else it said it was personal. So I've had that returned, and I've reordered a page per view, no, a page per day diary section, and I'm going to be using that. So if you imagine, what happens is it comes with like times down the side and 2 columns of lines, and so what it can do down this side is put my appointments in, and down this side kind of my days, what I need to get done, like a to-do list, but a specific day to-do list. And then my to-do list back here, this to-do list will be just things that need to be done, but I'm not sure when I'm going to be doing them, when I need to do them, just a generic to-do list, and then they can be ticked off or put in position as I need it, etc. So it's it's an appointments, but it's mainly to be used as a planner, to plan, you know, for example, my videos, so I know, right, I'm going to be doing a video on the Sunday. What exactly am I going to be doing on that day? And then making sure that I've got the videos filmed for it, that I've got them edited in time. So for example, Christmas, last year wasn't too bad, but this year I've got hardly any Christmas videos at the moment. I've got a couple, but not as many as I'd like. And I know that a lot of people have already started their Christmas videos. Personally, I think it's a bit soon. I realise that you guys need to make them, but it just kind of upsets me to do Christmas already, but I realise it needs to be done. But as I say, I've got a couple, but I would have liked to have been more organised, and I'm not at all organised. I'm the most disorganised person. It was alright when I was working doing my law, because I had a secretary and she organised me and made sure I was pointed in the right direction to go to the right place at the right time. But you know, now I'm sort of trying to do this all by myself. I need to get my head around it and just get more efficient, because as I say, once this plan that I've got, this thing that I've got planned comes out and gets going, then it's going to be more things for me, and I need to make sure I'm organised for that. So I thought that it would be just nice to share with you my little planner, and I've just, as I said, I've got a few other bits coming. I've got some other inserts. I've got a finance insert to come, I've got some more to do, I've got obviously the other diary section, I've got a month to view diary coming as well, because I thought that would be good for forward planning and be able to see a month at a time, rather than each day, so I can just make a general note on the month, right, this is what I'm doing this month, and then go to that particular day to look at the specifics of that task or job. So I've got that coming. I've got some pens and things coming as well, some Tipex and bits and pieces that I had already ordered, and I'll just show you what I've got here. I've ordered some little clips, which actually was coincidental, I didn't realise, but look how perfect a match that is. So these are just little like bulldog clips, which will then, as I get through a section of the diary, I can just clip that together, and then it's nice and easy to turn to the right page. So I've got those. It was actually cheaper to buy a pack like that than it was to buy them just a couple, and I will actually be able to use these for other things. I've got I do a lot of cross stitch and tapestry and embroidery, and these are quite handy for when you like roll the edges of the fabric up. Once you're in your hoop, there's often a lot of fabric hanging down, and if you roll it up you can use these clips just to hold them out, the edges out of the way, so that's quite handy. I've also got, again, I didn't particularly want all of these, but it was like £2 for all of these pencils, and these are like retractable pencils. I should just put 1 or 2 in the planner, and little Miss Fifi will look after them for me. And then once they run out, I think they run out, I don't know, there seems to be some refills in the top there, I'm not sure, but anyway, I thought they were quite cool for £2. I quite like them as well, I think they're quite nice. I tried writing with them and they write really nicely, so I'm quite pleased with these. And these are the Papermate 0.7mm, and I say nice, and you just clip the top. I won't do that because they don't clip backwards once you've clipped them. And then I got a load of post-it notes. Now again, I only wanted like 1 or 2. There was actually 3 green, but I've given 1 to my mum. But it was cheaper on Amazon to get these boxes of 12 than it was to get a couple, so I thought, well, I'll get that, they're not going to be wasted. So I got those, and they're just 5, so I think they're by 3M, I'm not sure, no, 5staroffice.com sticky notes, and they are, I don't know the size, 75 mil by 75 mil, and as I say, they come in a block of 12, so that's really cool. And then I also ordered some washi tape. Now I've got a load of washi tape and patterns, but I wanted some plain washi tape to use in the planner, because when you're writing and you want to highlight certain points, or you know, whatever, you can make it look really attractive by using the washi tape. So I got all these. This again, these came individually, and I thought, well, I'm picking not just for the planner, but also for stuff that I would use in my crafting. But another thing that these get used for, which is quite handy, is actually if you go to your diary page, sticking it down where these holes are as a reinforcer, just a whole line of washi tape down there, obviously then punch through those holes, but it then makes this reinforce around the holes area so that it just gives them that little bit of extra protection and they're not likely to rip. But as I say, also really good just for highlighting issues, so you could stick a piece down and then write over the top or whatever. So I'm really pleased with those, and you know, it's nice for decorating it. And I think the sort of, if it's my own business, it's not like other people are going to see it. It's only for me, it's not going out into the business world. Like if I was a lawyer that's still doing my law, then this would be different. Mind you, it probably wouldn't for me. I don't give a monkey's what people think in that regard. But you know, you might want it a more professional look, and therefore you wouldn't necessarily decorate it all up on the inside. But since it's for my own business use and only me is going to see it, as it were, it's not in a business kind of office environment, then you know, there's nothing wrong with me creating my own dividers in gorgeous pattern paper and putting washi tape on and bits and pieces like that, and generally little stickers if they're, you know, to mean something to me. So I don't see that's a problem. But as I said, I actually wouldn't have cared even if it was when I was doing my law. To be honest, I'm not like that. So it wouldn't have bothered me. But the other thing was that I already had, and I've only just noticed actually that it goes, I didn't realise, I had this pencil case in a drawer which I used the pens from, and I've got a load of pens and highlighters and things in here, and I had a couple of sticky note things left over. This is a heart, they're red actually, but they're in the wrong way around, and then some little post-its, little stripped post-its there, so they're going to be great to be used. And then I've got a couple of highlighter pens in there. Well, that's one of the little sticky note strips. I had a second pack, and that's obviously a couple of them have come off and out loose. And I've just seen, as well as I've got this gorgeous little pink pen. I hadn't remembered I had that. That might be quite nice in the actual pen loop on Miss Fifi here. Just because it's new, it's kind of stuck together. There we go. And then you can pop that through like that. There you go. That'll do me. So I'll leave that in there. But what I've got in here, and I had loads more, I've got to find them. I've dotted them around as I've been using them. I'm terrible with pens. I pick them up, use them, and then took them somewhere else. But are these Uniball fine pens, and they're really nice. I've got them in different colours. As I said, I think I had about 8 of them in different colours, so I need to find those and pop those in there. And then I've also got some highlighter pens, which I probably wouldn't use in the planner, because I think that might go through and cause a problem, but we'll see. So then, as I say, I've got to find the rest of these, but I've got a few different colours in these, and they write really, really nicely. So I should be trying those in there as well. And I think while we're here, we can put the pencils in there to keep them safe. There we go. Okay, so that's where I'm at the moment. As I get to the point where I'm actually, because this doesn't start till 2014, so it's going to give me a little bit of time to get organised with it and lay it out as I want it to be, which is great, and start putting a few things in for January and the plan for the year, etc., and just start getting organised, ready to start in 2014, January. So as that gets going and I start using it, I'll do an update video on, you know, what I've done and how I'm actually using it, and how it's working for me. But anyway, I just thought I'd share. I hope you like little Miss Fifi here, and I'd love to hear your comments, and if you've got any ideas and suggestions about organisation, that would be great to hear. Anything that you do that you find really helpful, I'd love to hear about it as well. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!